In Greek mythology, there is no name more terrifying than Medusa. A monster whose gaze could turn flesh to stone, whose hair was a nest of venomous snakes. She is the embodiment of horror. But what if I told you that Medusa was not born this way? That this fearsome creature was once a beautiful, devout young woman? This isn't just a myth about a monster. It's a tragedy about power, injustice, and the story of a woman who was silenced by the very gods she worshipped. Let's uncover the true story of Medusa and ask ourselves, was she ever the monster, or was she the one who was truly wronged? Before the curse, Medusa was one of 3 Gorgon sisters. But unlike her immortal siblings, Stheno and Euryale, Medusa was mortal. And she was famous for her breathtaking beauty. Her most celebrated feature was her hair long, lustrous, and so captivating that it was said even the gods were mesmerized by it. Full of faith and devotion, Medusa chose to dedicate her life to Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. She became a priestess in Athena's temple, taking a vow of celibacy, offering her purity and her life in service. To Medusa, Athena was more than a deity. She was a symbol of strength, justice, and protection. Medusa trusted her goddess completely, believing her devotion would shield her from the world's evils. She had no idea that the greatest danger would come not from mortals, but from the divine. The tragic turn in Medusa's life began when Poseidon, the mighty god of the sea, laid his eyes upon her. Overcome with desire, he saw only an object to be taken. One day, within the sacred walls of Athena's own temple, the very place Medusa had sworn to protect and serve Poseidon, assaulted her. Let's be clear about what happened. This was not a moment of weakness or a consensual affair. Medusa did not betray her vows. She was violated in a holy sanctuary, a victim of a powerful god's unchecked lust. In a just world, she would have been defended. But in the realm of the gods, might makes right, and the pleas of a mortal priestess were nothing against the will of an Olympian. When Athena discovered the desecration of her temple, Medusa must have hoped for justice, for comfort, for protection from the goddess she has so faithfully served. But what she received was not compassion. It was fury. Athena, unable or unwilling to punish her powerful uncle Poseidon, directed her divine rage entirely at the victim. She punished Medusa for the impurity that had been forced upon her. Medusa's beautiful hair, the feature that had attracted Poseidon's unwanted attention, was twisted into a writhing mass of venomous snakes. Her face, once a vision of beauty, became monstrously grotesque. And the most cruel part of the curse, her eyes, once filled with devotion, were now weapons. Anyone who dared to look into them would be instantly turned to stone. In one terrible moment, Medusa the priestess was gone, and Medusa the monster was born. Athena had not saved her. She had condemned her. Banished to a remote, desolate island, Medusa was forced into a life of complete isolation. Her new power was not a gift, it was an eternal prison. If she looked at any living thing, it would die. To avoid causing harm, she had to live in constant darkness, shunning all contact. She became a figure of pure terror in stories told across the world, a monster to be hunted. But has anyone ever stopped to ask, how terrified must she have been? Alone, cursed, and forever marked by a trauma she never chose, Medusa's existence was one of unending fear and loneliness. Years passed, and the legend of the fearsome Gorgon grew. Then, a hero named Perseus was tasked with an impossible quest to bring back the head of Medusa. For this mission, he received divine aid, and from whom? From Athena herself. The very goddess who created the monster now provided the means to destroy her. She gave Perseus a shield, polished to a mirror's sheen, so he could see Medusa's reflection without meeting her petrifying gaze. Guided by the gods, Perseus found Medusa's lair. He approached while she was asleep, vulnerable and unaware. There was no epic battle, no heroic confrontation. Just a silent, sleeping figure, and a swift, decisive strike of a sword. Medusa, the victim of gods and men, died without a word, her tragic life ending in silence. But her story doesn't end there. From the blood that spilled from her neck, 2 beings emerged. The first was Pegasus, a magnificent winged horse who would become a symbol of poetry and inspiration. The second was Chrysaor, a golden-sworded warrior. Even in her brutal death, Medusa's body gave birth to life and wonder, a beautiful yet profoundly heartbreaking final chapter. Her severed head, however, retained its deadly power. Perseus used it as a weapon on his journey home, turning his enemies to stone before finally presenting it as a gift to his patron, Athena. And in the ultimate act of irony, Athena placed Medusa's head onto her own shield. The Aegis, Medusa's face, the face of a woman she had cursed, became a symbol of Athena's power, a tool of divine protection forged from one mortal's unimaginable suffering. So let's return to our original question. Was Medusa a monster? Or was she a victim, twisted into a monster by forces far beyond her control? Her story has echoed through the ages, and today her image has been reclaimed by many as a symbol of suppressed female rage, of the injustices faced by women, and of a survivor whose story was stolen from her. Perhaps the most terrifying part of this myth isn't Medusa's stony gaze at all. Perhaps it's the cold, indifferent silence of the gods who created her, used her, and then discarded her. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like this video and subscribe for more journeys into the depths of mythology.